he doubled back to Mace? It's because him and Jim fell out. And Jim, another person who put his life on the line for Cameron. Beef after beef after beef. He got all these soldiers around him taking care of Cameron so Cameron can move around. And look how he treat Jim. Now the nigga ain't from Harlem. He talks so bad about Jim. And I seen Jim hold this dude down forever. Now Jim was a groupie. Wow, really? Y'all should really be looking at Cameron's character. Not Jim's. Not Dame's. Look at Cam's character. A dude that was his muscle, now he calling him a groupie. And he ain't from Harlem. And this like, yo, bro, this is why Jim is so hurt. Like, man, I done did all this and now I'm finally up and I'm prospering and the niggas jealous. But Jim ain't doing what Cam doing to him. Jim just happy to be still prospering. When Jim tried to do his Bird Gang thing, what did Cameron do? Go and trademark it. Like he wasn't even happy for this dude to go off and branch off and do his own thing. As much as Jim held Cameron down, Jim wanted, even if Jim did want to go do Bird Gang and do his own thing. Like, you're mad? After all, he helped you get to where you was. You mad that he went and messed with 50? So, Dame, you should start looking at it in a different perspective. You shouldn't be up on the internet talking about ancestors that you don't need to be talking about when you still owe child support, when you still owe the government, when you still owe this dude for the film thing. Stop telling on yourself, bro. Let your ego stay out of it, because that's the only thing that's making you sit back and talk about this stuff is your ego, bro. You setting yourself on fire, my nigga. You just sitting there pouring the gasoline on yourself for them to come and light the match. Why? Because your ego won't allow you to be like, yo, all right, cool. Your rebuttal should be like, oh, word? Well, Cam wouldn't have none of that if I didn't bring him over to Roc-A-Fella. Cam would have been selling drugs if I didn't bring him over to Roc-A-Fella. Ask Cam what was his position before Roc-A-Fella. Did he have all that money then? No. And now you sit there and you ishing on the dude that made you who you are today. And if you saying that Cameron has not prospered off of Roc-A-Fella, and Cameron SDE, that was it. That was it, man. Cam was popping with SDE. Confessions of Fire, man, yeah. He was signed to a label. He didn't even have his own label back then. It was no Diplomat Records back in SDE and no goddamn Confessions of Fire. He didn't have his own artists. Dame gave that man financial freedom. He was able to do a song with Jay-Z because he was on Roc-A-Fella. Jay ain't do no, Jay is not on SDE. Jay is not on Confessions of Fire. Roc-A-Fella made Cam who he is today. And what he do? He got over there and got a big ass head. Pause. So big that now he's sitting back talking shit about Dame. He should never have nothing bad to say about Dame. You got to pull teeth on Jim. You got to pull teeth on Beans. You got to pull teeth on for the young guns or anybody else to talk bad about Dame or Jay. Now, when they was younger, it might have been a little different. Beans did this album to Jay or whatever because he was hurt back then. But now, today, like, he not running around doing a gang of interviews talking bad about Jay and Dame and all them stuff. Bleak sitting around talking about he warned dudes, this, that, and the third. And Jay ain't write none of his rhymes. Y'all know damn well Jay done help goddamn Bleak with some of his. Ask Bleak who wrote Coming to Age. Ask Bleak did he write his verse on Coming to Age. If Jay never wrote nothing for Bleak, ask him who wrote that Coming to Age song. Like, these dudes be capping, man. And like, I'm not one to sit here and to be defending Dame because we be having our times where we going at each other. But when it's time to keep it 100, I'm always going to keep it 100, whether I like him or not. But dang, you got to stop doing those interviews, brother, where you talking about your family own this and your family. Like, yo, bro, I can't even say what I want to say because I don't want you to jam yourself up. But just say, you ain't got to like me either. But just take the jewels from what I'm saying. It's kind of too late, but don't make it worse. Don't continue to do it. Like, you could do interviews and not talk about your finances. You could do interviews and just because somebody asks you, yo, well, Cameron said you was broke. And you can easily reply, well, how did Cameron get rich? Who put Cameron in the position that he's in? Who taught Cameron about the business? Who signed Cameron? For Cameron to get his first platinum album, who did it? I lost everything because of Cameron. That's what you should be saying, Dame. Roc-A-Fella got ruined because of Cameron. And now this nigga sitting here talking bad about me? That to me is crazy, bro. That's crazy to me. This is the same dude, he was mad at Mace because Mace wanted to get paid to be in his video. And he went hard on Mace. And the only reason he doubled back with Mace is because he don't have no relationship with Jim Jones. But he's sitting around with Mace, and he was the one telling us that he seen a dildo in Mace's bathroom. But now you running with the dude that had the dildo in his bathroom. So you even don't forgot about the dildo in his bathroom. What y'all niggas doing? So Mace having the dildo in his bathroom, you went on the radio and you talked about that. Now, all that is null and void. Why? Because you don't mess with Jim no more? What was you insinuating when you talked about Mace having the dildo in his bathroom? But now you running with him.